Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? How are y'all on this lovely evening? I didn't forget about y'all. I ain't feel like doing anything today. I had a real day off. I didn't want to meet with anybody, didn't want to do anything. I wanted to relax. And the way my cramps are set up, all I wanted to do was eat and relax, and that's what I did. So I said I'll just save the video making for later, which I am doing right now. But I hope y'all doing well out there. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week. It has warmed up considerably, being that we were deep in the trenches with the cold weather. Like, I just do not like cold. I know it's winter time. You probably could tell me to get over it, but I won't ever get over it. I don't like being cold. I really don't. So, uh, how's it going out there? And I hope y'all doing okay. And not just okay physically, but okay mentally as well. Which leads me to why I wanted to make this video tonight, because, there's a lot of people that's struggling out there in the mind. It's a real thing. And so, my topic for tonight is the strong get weak too. The strong gets weak too. So, shout out to everyone that's been labeled strong. Sometimes we hate being called strong. I'm sure that when you look my name up in a dictionary, strong will be one of the definitions to describe me. And although, I accept it for what it's worth, and I know why I'm called strong, and I know why a lot of other people are called strong, but, for the most part, we don't like being called strong. We don't like being defined like that. It kind of messes with our mental, because once you're defined as strong, people are always going to assume that you're strong and that you can handle anything and everything. And, you're resilient and, in survivor mode all the time. And it's good, but the strong get weak too. There are times where we just want to break down and have someone hold us for once. We just want to break down and, be vulnerable. A lot of times we're everything to everybody. And that puts a wear and tear on us. And I don't think a lot of people really, really notice that or acknowledge it. There are times where I would be having a moment, but I have to push it aside because I have to be strong for my family. Or I have to, show that I'm not going to fold or I'm not going to break. But in all actuality, I do. And sometimes I would go into the bathroom, get in the bathtub, and have a deep, gut-wrenching cry. And nobody will know unless I tell them. then I'll come back out like nothing has happened. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are like me in that sense, where they have to show that they're ready for battle at any given time, and they can't fold, and they can't you know show any signs of weakness, be, because you know they feel like they have to carry the family, so to speak, or carry their friends, or their co-workers, or whatever the case may be. And we get weak too. you know we're labeled as strong, we're labeled as being able to bounce back from anything, and that's all well and fine, but check on the strong people too. you know um we may be strong physically, but mentally we are all tore up, because we try to be, like I said, everything to everybody. And that really messes with your mental. There are times where I would lay awake at night trying to figure things out in my head, be overthinking, um, wondering how, this is going to happen, what I need to do to make it all better, being the one to fix it, being the one to, go in in prayer, or, right or wrong, and, you know, stand my ground, you know. And everyone that knows me, that's close to me, knows that, for my family, I'll go to war, about my family. But a lot of times, I'll go to war, but my head, in my head, it's an even bigger war, because it's so many emotions that I'm feeling at once. But I try to keep them all bottled up, because I don't want nothing spilling out, because I'm too busy trying to be strong. That's one of the things that I have uncovered about myself in therapy, which is, I can't be everything to everybody. If I don't have nothing left to give to myself. And sometimes people get so used to you being strong that it's like, I won't say that they will allow themselves to be weak, but they're so used to you, you know, going to the battle lines and doing all this stuff for them. They don't notice that you're falling apart as well. And I want to give out a shout out to all the ones like myself that have been labeled strong or resilient, because you don't know how many times I have been called strong and resilient. Oh, you're strong. How you handled this, and you're so resilient, and I love the way you handled it. Okay, yes, I have handled it, because I have allowed God to handle it. But there are times where I just want to be held. I want my back rubbed. I want somebody to cradle me at times. And this is a real human moment. I want to be reassured that I don't have to be strong all the time. I want to be reassured that it's okay for me to break down and not looked at as weak. And I think the strongest people are the ones that are allowed to have weak moments. Because if you're not allowed to have a weak moment, and you bottle up all those emotions and stuff, and you start to get hardened, and then when you finally you break down in the worst possible way, and then you're labeled as crazy, or she's being a bitch, or she has an attitude, or she's moody as hell and stuff like that. It's because we haven't been able to properly allow our emotions to come through because we're too busy being strong for everyone else. And you'll hear the same words. Oh, you'll get through this. You got this. I know I got this. But allow me to be vulnerable. Allow me to have my moment. Allow me to be weak. Allow me to vent. Allow me to cry. And I'm a crier. So, yeah. The strong get weak too. So check on your strong people, the ones that you all call your rock, and be that rock for that strong person. Allow them to, be vulnerable, and don't ridicule them for it. Don't mock them for it. Allow them to have a rock to lean on. So I hope I made some sense tonight to someone. I was prepared to say something else, but it just went left. But I just want you to know the strong get weak too. And I hope that y'all don't lose sight of that. We have our moments too. We know we're going to be okay, but we want to be reassured that, we're not alone, and just encourage us even further. That's all. Allow us to have our weak moments. Okay? So I hope I left y'all with some encouraging words. I'm about to get off and here and look at my show, and I will be back tomorrow night to talk about what to do and what not to do for 2023. Okay? But I love you all. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Until then, take care and God bless.